Most founder CEOs I meet are using Claude, but they still treat it like a tool instead of an employee. In this video, I'll teach you how to onboard it to your team. A few weeks ago, I was coaching the founder of a mid-sized fintech company. He'd been using Claude every day for months, but he still felt like he was far from maximizing it. While other founders were essentially running their whole business with Claude, he was still using it for summarizing emails and meeting transcripts. However, after one 90-minute session, we filled in the gap that he was missing. I've now done this with over a dozen founders and executives, and here I'm going to walk through the exact framework I teach in those one-on-one sessions. The key mindset shift that operators need to make is to think of Claude as a new hire instead of a tool. Think about what that actually means. When you hire someone, they know a lot of things about the world and how to do stuff. However, they don't know much about your business and your unique way of getting things done. So you expect to teach them this stuff. The first few weeks are more work because you have to onboard them on top of everything else on your plate. But you do it anyway because you know once they're trained, they're going to be taking things off your plate every week for years. This is the exact mindset to have when working with Claude. The thing that makes this possible are so-called skills. Skills document your unique process, context, and tools for getting something done. So instead of 30 minutes of back and forth to Claude to give it instructions, it does it right the first time, every single time. This could be writing emails that sound like you, creating weekly financial reports, drafting company memos, and anything else that's blocking you every single week. The way you can build these skills is through a very simple 4-step process. But before we talk about how to build a skill, we first need to figure out what skills are worth building. The best place to start for deciding what skills to build is your calendar. This tells you your highest leverage opportunities for delegating work to Claude. What I have founders and execs do is to look at their calendar for the last 2 weeks and pick the top 3 tasks taking up most of their time. And then for each task, I have them write out what they were doing, how long it took them, and the specific process and tools for getting that task done. Ideal skill candidates are reoccurring tasks that have you operating in the business as opposed to on the business. Things like research, reporting, writing emails, drafting memos, and whatever else that doesn't make sense to delegate to a human or delete entirely. If you feel stuck on this step, I actually built a skill called Skill Helper to help you figure out what to build next. You can grab the link in the description below. Once we figure out what skill to build, we can go through a very simple 4-step process to actually build it. The first step is to get Claude to do the task one time. Start by simply telling Claude what you want it to do and why you want it to do it. From there, keep going back and forth with Claude until it does the task well enough. This is probably going to take 15 to 30 minutes because Claude is going to need to think about the task, maybe ask you some questions to get more context, produce some outputs, get feedback from you on those outputs, and so on and so forth. While this can be a painful first step, just think of it again as onboarding a new hire. Just like teaching a human something for the first time, it's helpful to have that same level of patience, and in the back of your mind, remember that this effort is going to pay off in the long run. But once Claude produces an output that's good enough, simply tell it to create a new reusable skill based on the conversation. Claude will then distill all the context, steps, mistakes, and everything else that went into generating a good output into a skill. Not only does this save us from having to write the skill ourselves, but also Claude has a better understanding of how Claude thinks, so it's able to write clearer instructions for itself. Once you save the skill that Claude creates for you, you can then use it. You can do this by simply opening up a new conversation with Claude and asking it to do the task from scratch. One thing that you'll notice here is that Claude will do the task much faster this second time. So what took 30 minutes of back and forth might get done in just 3 minutes. But this isn't the main value of skills. The main value is that skills are living instructions that can adapt to your work in real time. For example, if you built a skill that gives you an executive briefing every morning by looking at your Gmail account and your Google Calendar, you can easily update it later if you wanted to pull important information from Slack. This is an important point because you don't need to think of all possible scenarios and edge cases when first building a skill. You just need to lay a solid foundation that you can build upon later, which brings us to the final step. So let's say in step 3, we ran a skill for generating a weekly financial report. This skill gets Claude to create a spreadsheet in Google Sheets that's shared among the team. But then let's say you wanted to take specific red flags from that spreadsheet and send questions to key people on your team that can explain them. So you look at the spreadsheet, pick out the red flags, and then have Claude draft emails to specific people on your team. In this moment, you might realize that this is actually something that happens a lot. So you want Claude to remember how to spot red flags, who key people are on your team, and when to ping them. This is as simple as just doing that process one time and then telling Claude to update the skill accordingly. If this 4-step process sounds simple, that's because it is. It's also the framework that I've used to delegate 15 hours a week of busy work to Claude. But hearing me talk about it isn't the same as building your first skill. So if you want to put this full framework into practice, watch this video next.